Constant rotation, it's all about the wrist.
Today's episode of After the Previews is brought to you by
Audible.com.
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 Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, MP3 player. Kyle, when was the last time you read a book?
Dude, I think I read like 3 pages out of a book in March this year.
Now tell me this. When was the last time you listened to something?
I listen to something every day.
Exactly, Kyle.
I'm on a podcast network.
That is why Audible is your number one source. Go over to audibletrial.com/constant rotation. That will get you 1 free audiobook download and a free 30-day free trial to try it all out. No questions asked. Cancel at any time. What do you think about that, Kyle?
That sounds awesome. And because I'm pretty sure you get to keep the book too, right?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes. The book is yours. No questions asked. Audible is the place. Audible is the plug. Hey, Kyle.
I'm going to experience a book, and I don't even have to read it.
This is the last time we will ever read.
Yeah! Down with reading! Down with reading!
Hey guys, interrupting your podcast here to bring you a fucking ad in your face, in your ears from the wonderful place of blueberry.com, BLUBRRY.com. That is where you'll get all your podcast hosting, podcast statistics, or if you just need a PowerPress plugin, or you could just go through full PowerPress sites, get it all in one location, one solution, seamless integration with WordPress. Exceeding your monthly storage is not a problem with blueberry.com. You will just get your overage included in the one price that you pay every single month. Replace your archive for free, print your export, print everything, just get it everywhere, pass it out to your homies, pass it out to your grandma, pass it out to your mom, pass it out to your dog, just get everything out there. But Blueberry will let you do that just for one price. Go over there, hit order now on the homepage, go over to the promo code, type in variable, VARIABLE. That is variable, our promo code. It'll get you 1 free month of premium subscriptions from blueberry.com. Shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. If I had to do a poll of like what's the worst day of the week, Josh, what would you say?
Monday.
But like can I get a little bit of a fuck Monday? Can we all do it together? 1, 2, 3. Fuck Monday.
Well, I think Monday would lose in the poll, but personally, I like it.
Josh, what I'm here to tell you is that Mondays are music oriented. Mondays.
That's why I like them.
Ah, dude, there we go. Where do you go? You go to soundcloud.com/constant rotation and get into that.
Where else would you go?
I don't know, but that is the place where you should be. 8 a.m. every Monday. New in rotation compilation, about 30 tracks. We fuck with hip hop, fuck with acoustic, fuck with all that shit. All the genres blended together every single week. Josh, one more time. Just what's the worst day of the week?
Not Monday.
Because
Constant rotation is bringing you all those compilations every Monday.
damn, Josh, I like that. Boom.
There is only one hope. It's constant rotation. In theaters. After previews. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to After the Previews, episode 15. This is your host, Kyle. I am fucking back. What's up?
Kyle, you never really left.
I know. I've been here.
It's always just been us.
I'm not having left anyone.
Fuckers in this room.
I just meant I'm back in the room.
Yeah, man. We're back. I guess we're back in town. We just had
yeah.
a trip to PSX.
That was a pretty good weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
rad.
fun. Very fun. Kyle came through, saved us a little bit.
Got to
yeah.
I got to experience some.
We'll just leave it at thank
storytelling.
You, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle.
Anyway, anything at PSX stand out to you that you'd want to hype up for anyone listening to the game or to the show?
Last of Us 2. We've talked about that movie that's been in gestation for years, incubation, if you will. Probably never gonna happen, but maybe they'll tie it into Last of Us 2 coming out. Probably fucking who knows, 2019.
Could be cool if they make it like a mid-story, between the two games.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Maybe not that.
I don't know. I don't really trust these video game movies or the movie people in general. And Sony Pictures is touch and go, especially with that Ghostbusters movie.
That's true.
The way they handle their IP is either really good or really bad. And I don't know. I mean, the best movie that they'll probably have next year is Spider-Man Homecoming, but that's probably because it was curated. Disney. No, it's not. It's under Sony. You know what I mean? Sony gets all the money.
Oh, Okay.
That's the part of their contract is anytime that any Spider-Man solo movie can use other Marvel characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and takes place within the continuity of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Sony gets all the money towards that from that. But anytime that Spider-Man appears in a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that isn't a Spider-Man solo movie, the money is like all to Disney.
Oh, okay.
It's a Disney film.
So Disney got all the money for Civil War.
Correct.
But Sony's going to get all the money for Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. That may just also be a clause in their contract that like Disney's getting a lot more money and having a lot more say than Sony wants to put out there. Okay. It's still their thing, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Like, they're probably still a little upset that they couldn't do it themselves.
Right.
But what I will say is, I don't know. I think it's for the best. But yeah, cool.
Anyway.
Last of Us 2.
Yeah, Last of Us 2. That was a killer reveal at that PSX conference. So anyway, that was our weekend. That's our between episodes.
That's the bulletin.
So this week on the show, we're gonna talk to you about we're gonna do our quick news. We're gonna talk to you about the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer that was released this weekend.
Fuck yeah.
We're also going to talk about Rogue One in pretty good detail, just because by the time you're hearing this, it's going to be less than a week until your first opportunity to see it in theaters. You want to get you ready for the show.
Fucking week.
How fucking rad is it? Count down. You're listening to this on Friday. Count it down.
We're
6
on our second
days.
Star Wars movies, guys. Or Star Wars movie. We're on our second one. That's insane.
Yeah.
I can't believe we actually not only had Force Awakens, but now we're a year out from Force Awakens in the future, and we're also getting another Star Wars movie, and we have another one coming next year, and then we're probably getting 2 every other year after that.
Probably.
Assume, because Han Solo is actually slated.
What a time
in May.
to be alive. What a time
to be alive.
So you want to get into the numbers?
The numbers.
Do you remember our predictions?
No, we'll be right back. And we're back. So yeah, now I now after we just did that refresher, I do remember our box office predictions. But to get into the box office results, the numbers for December 2nd through December 4th of the year 2016. Coming in at number 1, we had Moana making $28.2 million. Only a 50% drop. Kind of a solid week 1 to week 2 basis. $7,000 average on the theaters. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them coming in at number 2 with $18.1 million, down 59%. Arrival, number 3, up from number 5 last week. Let's just put that out there. $7.2 million, only dropping 30%. Gained 400 theaters somehow. Don't even understand how that's possible. Cool little side note. Coming in at number 4, we had Allied making $7 million. Only a 40% drop for that movie. So that's Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. Yeah.
Based
so
on
impressive.
a true story, Nazi Germany.
Yeah, so it was at 4 last week, so it just stayed right where it was. But I think that's actually good news for them.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange dropping from number 3 to number 5, making another $6.6 million. But you know Disney's happy with the overall performance of that movie.
Yeah,
new
made
releases,
their money back already.
their performance coming in at number 9. Well, to break out the top 10 is 7, Hacksaw Ridge, 8, Bad Santa 2, 9, new release Incarnate, making $2.5 million on 1,700 theaters, and 10, Almost Christmas, still holding out in the top 10. Other new releases is Believe at 18, making 400, like almost $500,000. Kahani 2 and Jackie are 20 and 21. So what stands out to you, Kyle?
I mean, I guess it stands out that Jackie is down at 21. I wish that one did better.
Is that well, I think it had a limited release.
Oh, that's true. So, okay, no problem then. I don't know. I guess our predictions, I guess that stands out. We both got relatively close.
Yeah,
you got 3, I got 4, or you got 3, I got 2.
Yeah. So
I had Moana, Fantastic Beast, Incarnate, Doctor Strange, and Allied. So Incarnate, I was off. I thought that would do better as that
too,
horror. Oh yeah, you had that at 3.
Moana 1, Fantastic Beast 2, Incarnate 3, Arrival 4, and then Doctor Strange 5.
Yeah.
So I got Doctor Strange as the fifth pick.
Yeah, that tiebreaker right there.
Yeah, but I honestly figured because horror movies were popping this year that Incarnate, but I think it's only good horror movies, and it has such a low theater count that was probably working against it as well.
That's true. What's the overall on Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, my friend, domestically is $215.5 million.
Yeah, so they've more than made back their money.
Budget. Yeah, they're definitely chilling. Fantastic Beasts has made back their budget just in the States with 183, and Moana at 119. Still, all those movies killing it within the States within the time frame of their releases and their budgets.
They've had good marketing. I mean, they're every YouTube ad before every video was one of those movies. So
yeah, and shout out to Arrival making $73 million in the States.
Yeah, good for them. I'm glad that check out our review. It should be up already, probably.
Yeah, it is.
So check the review out, but we just did a full in-depth review of Arrival. If you haven't seen it, there's a good non-spoiler bit at the beginning of it. We'll break it down for you.
Just like all our reviews are.
Yep. If you have seen it, stick around till the end.
Yeah. If not, hit pause, come back. We'll discuss it with you.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the news.
Sure, my friend, sure.
All right, so first up, coming up in the news is the studios want to make movies get to our living rooms faster. They don't want to wait for the whole theater run. Did you hear about this?
I mean, yeah, they've been talking about that set box TV thing where it's like $500 for the box at first, but then you have to pay like $50 per movie.
Yeah, you gotta
day and date for new releases within theaters. So the idea is that one person has the box, and then their friends come over, and like everyone chips in, and it's about the same money. Like if you get 5 friends, it's $10 a ticket.
That seems insane to me. I'm just gonna go to the movie theater. If I'm spending that much, I might as well just go see it on a giant screen instead of on my tiny TV at home.
I mean, that's because you have a tiny TV. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess
TVs
so.
are getting bigger. Like, there's no reason to go to a
TV's not
sporting.
too tiny.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying
I know
like,
what you mean.
You're also saying that because you don't have a dedicated home theater. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, some people don't have that big of a discrepancy between their movie going experience within the theater and the movie going experience within fucking their house, man.
Right.
But I will say is that in comparison to sporting events, like there's no reason to go to a sporting event anymore because the fucking experience is so good on the television that you can't even get all the good angles that like you really can, and you'll see everything. You're not gonna miss a play.
Right.
Everything's there for you. There are 50 fucking cameras on the field to show you. Like, you know what I mean? There's no, in my opinion, I'm also not that big of a sports fan, so maybe that's where that also comes in. I understand that there's nothing like the atmosphere of being in a stadium. I've been to sporting events and I think they're fun. I like to drink and get drunk at them, but you gotta know you're lying to yourself if you think that the seat that you have in the bleachers is a better viewing experience, purely viewing visual medium.
I don't think that can be argued.
But I'm saying that movies, maybe that's the same thing. People don't want to leave their house, and that, even though that's absurd to us people who like movies, but like this is probably the future, and if you'll probably make more money, man. Like in the end, once the digital markets become literally just how it is, like. Think about how much more money you make off of just games on a whole new market, such as the iPhone that didn't even exist before.
I think it'll be better at the box office because then people don't actually have, like, if that's an option for people to...
That's what I'm saying. Every Friday, you just look at the new release and watch Deadpool 2.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's funny. No, but I mean, like, I think it'll be good at the box office, but long term, do you think that'll be good? Because TV stations have to pay for their movies to be aired on their channel based on how well they did at the box office. So
spoiler alert, fucking TV stations won't exist. Literally, they will be dead long before this even becomes a thing. So that's not something you even have to worry about.
Okay.
Streaming, like literally everything's going to streaming. TV stations are dying right now, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, the streaming
once
networks
someone
like
locks down sports for streaming networks, you're fucked. Like literally, there's no television.
Right,
there's
right.
zero television.
Well, there's reality TV, but
that would just go to a streaming service.
That's true.
It's not television. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's television. TV shows will exist, but not TV.
No, I get what you're saying. So you're saying that by the time this happens, no more TV, that they don't have to worry about that loss in money?
Yeah, I would just foresee it being that. Yeah, because this would just be a service.
Right on.
This would just be a service that you would pay X amount for to unlock.
For sure.
So you'd be buying the app.
I figured that way. I mean,
so you'd
like
be buying the app. You'd go online, fucking sign up for movies2tv.com or some retarded shit, and then you fucking buy an account pass, and then say it's $500, $750. You buy it. That allows you to download the fucking app. You download the app, log into your account. Then all these movies are on display. They update every week. You have them on all your different devices. So it's just another Netflix, but just for new release movies.
Definitely.
Hell, I could even see Netflix buying that and then having the new release movies, because Netflix literally has like $6 billion to work with right now or something crazy.
I could totally see that happening. So this is going to probably just help them at the box office then for sure. Speaking of box offices, Disney, they just broke the Universal record for... They broke Universal's record for the greatest year at the box office.
Did we talk about this already? This already happened, no?
I don't know. I just saw it in the news this week, so...
Oh.
I feel like we may have mentioned it, or we said that they were on track to do it.
Yeah, they did this a while ago.
Oh.
They did this before Doctor Strange. Yeah, we talked about this. They did this before Doctor Strange and Moana came out. And then I made a comment about how Moana, Rogue One, and Doctor Strange still had to come out.
that's what I thought.
Because if you read the story, it says that they're currently at just under $7 billion, but the record was $4 billion. So they made $3 billion, or a little over $2 between then. So it's like, you know what I mean?
That's kind of late to report.
That's two movie releases.
That's what I was thinking, and I was like, there's no way that they're just reporting, or they're just getting this out to the air now. Like, that people are just figuring this out. Okay, so skip this bit. TJ Miller.
No, it's a cool thing, though. They're making hella money. They still got Rogue One to come in. So
no, it is, definitely. I mean, that's awesome. Like, but I mean, if we've already talked about it, fuck it.
No, yeah, 100%. I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
No, it's all good, because that was a thought in the back of my head.
I thought I missed something.
No, it's cool. I thought that we also missed something, and I was like, well, fuck it, we'll talk about it.
But $7 billion, dog. That's
$7 billion's
a lot. A shitload of money.
That's a ton.
And they got 2 movies right now.
You know what that
in
means?
The top 5,
that
and
means
another
they have a
one
shitload of money
week.
to throw at the next movie that we want to see in whatever franchise it is that they want to pump next.
Yeah, they definitely can have a few failures.
Oh, definitely. So
probably fail
TJ
for
Miller.
5 years straight.
Deadpool 2 is just going to be... I feel like we're going to have to talk about it every week until it comes out, because something new happens with it every time.
Pretty much.
He wants Weasel to wield a gun in Deadpool 2. What do you think about that?
I don't care. I mean, not about, like... I don't care about Weasel. I don't really care about... I don't know, dude. Like, TJ Miller, give him a gun. Why not? I just feel like in a world where Deadpool is the star of the movie, like... TJ Miller wielding a gun and not wielding a gun.
It's like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't affect the good parts of the movie. So.
I just love that. I love that it's a story, because it's like, first of all, David Leitch just came off of John Wick, and he was the gunplay director in that movie.
Yeah.
The dude's gonna give everybody a gun. Look at John Wick, and look how many people in that movie had guns and didn't need them at all in whatever scene it was. There's people in the background with guns. I swear I think I saw a little kid walking down the street with a gun in that movie.
Maybe he'll remember his gun when they show up to the fucking fight.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's another thing. Deadpool had a lot of gunplay jokes in it, so
yeah.
Weasel, you're getting a gun, all right?
Yeah, just give him a gun. It doesn't.
You get a gun. You get a gun. Bring Oprah around.
I feel like we're thinking about it more than they did.
Probably. Yeah. Female Star Wars director Kathleen Kennedy. She says there's no reason why not. I think there's no reason why not. If a director makes good movies, then why not give them a chance to make it, right?
Yeah, I mean, their gender doesn't matter. I think Ava DuVernay is already in the Disney family. She's doing that Wrinkle in Time movie. I think Selma is a beautiful movie. I think she's probably the one to do it. If not, I mean, Michelle McLaren's available. She just dipped out on Wonder Woman for no reason. I mean, there's a reason. We just don't know it. You know, it was more than just creative differences, but you don't just let go of someone like that.
Yeah,
it's such a brilliant way of taking what's on the paper to the screen. But yeah, man, I think it's only inevitable. I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. I think what's kind of a bummer about this, though, is that Kathleen Kennedy, when she made her original comment about it, this is what she was saying, was that it doesn't matter, basically. But
I didn't read the article.
No, it's fine. But when she said it in the original one that came out before this, because she said something about it last week or the week before, she was basically saying what we're saying now. Like, if they can make a good movie and they've shown that they have the relative experience, then why not? I'm not going to bar someone from making a movie for being a woman.
Correct.
But people, I think the internet like misconstrued that, and they were thinking that now they're thinking Kathleen Kennedy won't let a woman direct Star Wars because she thinks women aren't qualified enough to do it. So it got all like fucked up. I was like, come on, internet, really? So I think that was kind of a bummer that got spun out like that. So I thought that was just like something we should mention.
No, definitely.
Anyway, let's get into titular news.
Titular news.
We've got Guardians of the Galaxy, that trailer. What did you think?
Dude, it was probably... I think that's like such like a all around perfect trailer. It's very well balanced. It has all the right beats. It doesn't tell you anything about the plot. It shows all the characters that you like, but also like gives you a update to where they are in this world.
It shows a little bit of character development because you have to have something new from the first one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't show anything about the plot, and I love that. Like, I know they're going to release a second trailer before this movie comes out, and that's probably going to show...
like 50 fucking TV spots.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And it's going to show everything that happens in the movie. And I feel like because of like the show that we host, we're going to have to watch one of those trailers probably.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to suck. Like, if they could just leave it at this and say, hey, we showed you what you wanted, that's it. I would much rather that. Because this trailer, like you said, it was perfect.
Yeah, the soundtrack was cool too.
Yeah, exactly.
Bravo. Hats off to them, I would say, to be honest.
Let's talk about it for a little bit. Let's break it down. Like, talk about the stuff that we saw in there. My first note that I have is Mantis, the character at the end, the mind reader. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not too familiar with Mantis, so like, as far as like what the what the powers of her character entailed, I didn't know about that prior. So I like the way that they showed that to me as well as everybody else.
Right. And I thought that was cool. Just like, it was a funny scene. Like, I think it was funny, like when she was talking to him, like, oh, you want to. Your desires are sexual and they're aimed at her. Like, that was funny, but Drax's reaction to it was like, that was seriously like comic relief perfection. Just
right.
You must be so embarrassed. Do me next. That's fucking great. I love it.
Batista, man, coming through, being the man.
And then the obelisk, that monster that they showed, that was pretty rad. Like, again, they show a monster, they show that they're fighting it, but do we know, is that like that? We don't know. That's not the boss. Maybe it is the boss. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just some random monster.
Guaranteed that's the first scene of the movie.
I bet that's something really early in the movie.
First scene, opening set piece. They're fighting a monster on a fucking certain place. You know what I mean?
It's just some way to reintroduce us to the action, right?
Yeah, man. I don't see why we can't just jump into it with a fucking kick-ass soundtrack to them just killing that
totally right.
Nameless monster.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Baby Groot.
Cool, man.
Adorable.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a huge merchandise seller for them.
For sure. That's got toys all over it.
I'm waiting for those. I would assume... I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, but I think it's noble. I think we're going to see a lot of them in like January, though.
Probably.
I would have put them out already, though. I would have put them out like
before
this week.
Christmas.
Maybe the week after Rogue One. They're just going to do it because that's their next movie.
Maybe.
Yep. I think it's a kick-ass trailer. I'm very excited. I think we're getting a Spider-Man trailer attached to Rogue One.
I think that's what I heard.
So I don't know how they're really cluttering the marketing maybe a little bit. I hope that's a straight up teaser maybe like
maybe
they just show what they showed at Comic-Con where like apparently he's climbing up the building and then like Vulture just comes down and is like and then like it's Spider-Man.
He comes down like
no, wait, that was
one more time.
He's just like coming up the mountain. He's just coming up the fucking building and it's just like no.
Yes. Sound effects, Garrett. That's sound effects and accents. That's what I miss on this show.
You want to do this preview? You gonna head this off?
Yeah, let's jump into Rogue One. Since, like we said earlier, Rogue One, 6 days away from when you're hearing this right now, if you're listening to it on the first day. But let's be real, you're listening to this on the first day because you can't wait to hear after the previews at Constant Rotation, right? Brought to you by Audible.com.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk Rogue One. Rogue One, okay, first thing I want to talk about was Gareth Edwards basically paraphrasing George Lucas's opinion of this movie, because I was one of those people long before we ever got to actually see anything about Rogue One. I was always that guy, super skeptical about this anthology series. I thought, no, there's no way. This, like, just keep it to Star Wars. We don't need extra shoot-offs and shit. That's when shit gets stupid. But boy, was I wrong.
You're wrong.
Boy, was I wrong. Listen to this.
Kyle was wrong, guys. Kyle was wrong. I repeat. Sorry.
This is what Gareth Edwards had to say about George Lucas. He said, "I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I can honestly say that I can die happy now. He really liked the movie, so it meant a lot. No offense to anyone here, but it was the most important review to me. You guys are important too, but he's kind of God. I'll take that conversation to my grave. It was a real privilege. His opinion means the world to me." Gareth Edwards about George Lucas's opinion of... You know what that means? George Lucas really being into Rogue One, like a movie that he had nothing to do with, aside from him creating the universe that it's revolved around?
True.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Gareth Edwards for a bit. Or, well, what do you think about that, though? I mean, do you think it matters?
I feel like people think I'm a pessimist when it comes to stories like these. I just feel like, what the fuck else are you going to say about the guy that's basically the responsibility? George Lucas has full responsibility for the job that Gareth Edwards has right now because he created what he's fucking working on. So within that context, what else is he going to say when he's asked, like, what do you think about him saying that your movie's good? First of all, what is George Lucas going to say as well? Like, what did he say when fucking Star Wars Episode 7 came out? He was like, oh, it was pretty good. No, it was good. And then, like, he said it was great, actually. And then fucking it comes out from, like, other inside sources that he had all these, like, little minute problems. But that was months later after the movie already released. So when the movie's, like, when we're weeks before Rogue One, this is all people who are even touching the movie or even have anything to do with Star Wars. That's all they're going to say is that it's good. It's good. It's good. So. It's great. It's great. It's good. It's good. But until we get into the January territory, that's when we'll find out what people really fucking think.
What about, like, James Cameron saying that the
Terminator Genesis?
Yeah, but he said that Terminator 3 and 4 weren't even worth being part of the Terminator franchise.
Yeah, but he also said Terminator Genesis was great leading up to it because he was a producer on that movie.
Yeah.
That movie was shit.
Well, I'm disregarding that.
No, I'm just saying that's the same exact shit as George Lucas saying that Rogue One is good. I guess that's true. He's an ominous Star Wars producer forever. You know what I mean? No matter what, he's going to see the movie when it comes out before anybody. Before a lot of people, actually. And I bet he knows a lot about Rogue One before any of us did. I know that someone's still talking to him. They're not taking his advice. Maybe they're allowing him to consult and stuff because he's always going to be an executive producer on these movies for the rest of his life. Right. That's just how it works. You know what I mean? That's the point of him making this deal, is that's in some contract somewhere, is that he's at least involved in the consulting of something. Maybe to him that means that his opinion is valued, and while it is in a certain framework, but they're not letting him touch shit, dude. That guy can't write or direct his own shit ever again. Like, that's true. Just not allowed.
Let's move on and let's talk more about Rogue One.
I just want to put it in perspective for people, is that we are a week away from the movie, and these are people who are involved with Star Wars, and they get paid by Star Wars.
Well, I think the point they're trying to make is, like, maybe you're right. Maybe it is just something he has to say. But
I'm 100% right on the objective. I'm not trying to be pretentious, but there's no way. I'm not saying that the movie maybe isn't good.
No, I get that, and that's what I'm saying is that the reason they're saying these things, the reason these stories come out right before, is because they're trying to hype it up. Because the movie is good. We know the movie's going to be good. It's not going to be a shit movie.
We don't know that. I mean, there's a lot of reshoot bullshit that was. It's not like I had a great production without any problems. And it's not like we can't identify the reshoots.
We can take it on good faith.
Based
that
on the
it's
Star
gonna
Wars,
be-
everything I've seen, I think it's going to be great. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that the point of the show is to play devil's advocate to your own opinions.
Right,
Anything that-
and I get that.
sometimes the shit that I say I don't actually feel. I'm
No,
just
I get that. I
putting the
totally
opinion
get
out
that.
there.
What I'm trying to say right now is that the reason they put this out is because they're just trying to hype up the movie. They're trying to get people to. This is just another way for people to already enjoy the movie before they're even seeing
Well,
it.
he saw the movie, and then people asked him what he thought, and then this is where a lot of the quotes are coming out. So this is Gareth Edwards responding to George Lucas's mini review, which is why I brought up that he said that the movie was good.
Right.
So he saw the movie, people asked him what he said it was good. Gareth Edwards geeked out when asked what he thought about George Lucas seeing his movie and thinking that it was good when it's a Star Wars movie. No fucking shit he's going to be excited. One, no fucking shit George Lucas is going to say
All right,
this
we
movie's
already
good.
talked about this.
No, yeah,
We
I'm
already
just
talked-
throwing this out there. That's the point I'm making.
No, I totally.
We gotta take it.
I totally understand what you're saying.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to people.
I
who
know,
are
but
listening.
we already told them. We already told them. Let's go into Gareth Edwards. He's
Just going back to the point, full circle.
I know, but we need to move forward.
All right, go for it.
Gareth Edwards. He directed the Godzilla remake. That's his biggest title so far. Say what you want about that movie. I think that the way he directed it was cool, keeping everything from like a human perspective, shooting low, making everything look way bigger than it probably actually is. I don't know. What do you think about Gareth Edwards as a director?
I don't know. I've only seen Godzilla, and I thought it was good. I don't know. There wasn't enough Godzilla, but it wasn't bad by any means.
Right. I don't think. I agree with you there. Like Godzilla wasn't in the movie enough, but I think the way he had the movie shot was cool. Like, like I said, from making everything a human perspective. Even when that part when they like dive out of the airplane, when they like.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
It's all like in the helmet view. That I thought that was rad.
100%.
Aside from that. Call the movie what it is. It's a heist movie. You would agree with that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about you. Heist movies, I've always seen them with like elements of comedy in it, like Tower Heist or like Ocean's 11. They're kind of like a comedy heist movie.
Yeah.
Last heist, like serious heist movie I can think of, Heat. And that's probably before I was born. So I think this is kind of cool that we get to, like, our generation is getting, I mean, it's already based in a Star Wars universe, so there's elements of fantasy to it, and also elements of sci-fi if you want to go there, but I think we talked about that a minute ago.
Yeah.
Or that maybe be in the Arrival review. Whatever. There's elements of fantasy to this, but it is like the first serious heist movie that people in our generation get to see. So I think that's kind of cool.
Definitely.
Felicity Jones. What do you think about her?
I think she's a really good actress. I mean, Theory of Everything's nothing to sneeze at. Inferno shit and like crazy. I can't really remember. But, you know, those are just a few of the examples. She's going to be... I don't know. Even like Amazing Spider-Man 2 is where she came onto my radar, and that's not the best example of a role that she could really sink her teeth in, but she didn't fuck that up, so she's still good in my book.
I think her part in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought of that as like forgettable. I can't even remember who she was.
She was playing Black Cat, and I really wanted her to have like more of a role in the next one because I was really high on that series.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, that's right. She was Felicia Hardy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, interrupting your podcast here to bring you a fucking ad in your face, in your ears from the wonderful place of blueberry.com, BLUBRRY.com. That is where you'll get all your podcast hosting, podcast statistics, or if you just need a PowerPress plugin, or you could just go through full PowerPress sites, get it all in one location, one solution, seamless integration with WordPress. Exceeding your monthly storage is not a problem with blueberry.com. You will just get your overage included in the one price that you pay every single month. Replace your archive for free, print your export, print everything, just get it everywhere, pass it out to your homies, pass it out to your grandma, pass it out to your mom, pass it out to your dog, just get everything out there. But Blueberry will let you do that just for one price. Go over there, hit order now on the homepage, go over to the promo code, type in variable, VARIABLE. That is variable, our promo code. It'll get you 1 free month of premium subscriptions from blueberry.com. Shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring this podcast. Boom. If I had to do a poll of like what's the worst day of the week, Josh, what would you say?
Monday.
But
Like, can I get a little bit of a fuck Monday? Can we all do it together? 1, 2, 3. Fuck Monday.
Well, I think Monday would lose in the poll, but personally, I like it.
Josh, what I'm here to tell you is that Mondays are music oriented. Music Mondays.
That's why I like them.
Ah, dude, there we go. Where do you go? You go to soundcloud.com/constant and get into that.
Where else would you go?
I don't know, but that is the place where you should be. 8 a.m. every Monday. New in rotation compilation, about 30 tracks. We fuck with hip hop, fuck with acoustic, fuck with all that shit. All the genres blended together every single week. Josh, one more time. Just what's the worst day of the week?
Not Monday.
Because
Constant rotation is bringing you all those compilations every Monday.
damn, Josh, I like that. Boom.
Felicia, Felicity, whatever.
Yeah.
No.
I think it is Felicia, I think. Is
No, she is Felicia. I just think it's funny that her name is Felicity.
Yeah.
Anyway, side note, Theory of Everything, like you said, it's nothing to sneeze at. I didn't actually see that myself. I
Yeah.
heard really good things about it, though. Eddie Redmayne's in it.
It's cool. It's just like an actor's movie. I don't know.
Yeah. And then, like you said, Inferno's shit. Like crazy, there's nothing but good things on the internet from what I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, so
It's a romance story with the late
Figured.
Anton Yelchin.
Fuck.
So anyway, Felicity Jones, she's going to be starring in this movie as Jyn Erso, leader of this rebel squad that's becoming Rogue, I guess, or Rogue One is their title.
They're the first set of rogues.
I think this movie has a chance or has potential to be her real breakout role into stardom, the way that Disney or Daisy Ridley came out.
Yeah, I think this is going to be great for her career, obviously. I mean, it's a Star Wars movie. But what I would say is that this is a cool character to play into. Do you think everyone's going to die at the end of this movie?
My heart says I really hope not, but my brain says I hope they do. Mm-hmm. I think that would just be a brilliant way to end this movie.
Definitely.
And it would. I think part of me thinks it's too obvious though.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well, though.
But then the other part of me thinks if some of them get away and they play on that one, oh, but it's okay, they got away, that, then it gets too cheesy.
Gotcha.
So what do we want? Do we want it to be cheesy and possibly unpredictable, or do we want it to be mildly predictable, but maybe they've gone overkill, oh my god, that death scene, when we see that? I think I would rather have oh my god, that death scene, I knew it was coming and it still fucked me up. I think I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know. My opinion's still gestating in my head, so I'll reserve it for a later date.
It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say for real what I'd really rather have until I'm experiencing those characters on screen,
Yeah.
We got the supporting cast: Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Zhang Wen. Wow, that made it so much easier. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, my bad.
No, it's all good. Anyway, Diego Luna, Ben Mendelsohn, Donnie Yen, Zhang Wen, Forrest Whitaker, Mads Mikkelsen, Alan Tudyk, and Riz Ahmed. That's a pretty good cast.
Ben Mendelsohn, Diego Luna, Mads Mikkelsen, Alan Tudyk, Riz Ahmed, even Donnie Yen, Forrest Whitaker, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Zhang Wen is the only one that I don't know who that is.
I know him actually as a director.
Tight.
And not a full movie. I know him. He directed an excerpt from New York, I Love You, back in 2009.
Oh, no shit.
Really good movie. If anyone has time on their hands, go find New York, I Love You and watch it. It's beautiful.
Slick.
Anyway, back to Star Wars. This cast, dude, this cast is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's so many great names on this one. Obviously, Forrest Whitaker is an acting legend. I think that goes without saying. I like Alan Tudyk. He's voiced a bunch of characters in animation and in video games that I like. He's had some pretty small roles that aren't necessarily important to the movies that they're in.
Yeah.
But they complement the stories being told. Kind of like that pirate one when he was in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
That was totally unnecessary to the story, but it was fun. And
Steve the Pirate's the best.
Yeah, so that was awesome.
Literally the best. Don't talk shit on Steve.
No, Steve the Pirate's tight.
The Pirate.
Mads Mikkelsen, we just saw him in Doctor Strange. I think, and he's playing He's playing Jyn Erso's father.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be one of the rebels like this. So he gets to be on the other side, basically the architect of the Death Star, which I think that's pretty cool. Next thing that people need to know about this movie, it's an anthology film. You've probably heard that a bunch of times. It's been called Rogue One, an anthology Star Wars film, whatever. What Disney means by that is that it's just a story outside of the main sagas centered around the Skywalkers. It's still canon to the main story. All of these events actually happened in the same world that Obi-Wan and Padme and Anakin are all living in. But wow, I went straight to the prequel trilogy characters.
Yeah, I just shook my head.
Yeah, that hurt me in the inside so much that I had to stop my thought. But anyway, this is a canon story. All that means by anthology is that it's not about the main one. So this is the first of 3 anthology films planned to be released so far. Next will be Han Solo. The third, we're not sure yet, right?
Josh Trank was attached, and it was, I guess, at one point a Boba Fett movie, but that has now been scrapped apparently, and hopefully retooled into some type of like bounty hunter Netflix series is what I hope. But
that would be fucking sweet. Like really cool. Josh Trank coming back for Star Wars after Fantastic Abortion.
I mean, no, he's not, but
no.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, imagine a world where that happens.
Imagine a world where Josh Trank gets to direct a Star Wars movie after the Fantastic Four movie, and the studio doesn't mess with him.
Anything's possible.
God, that would be beautiful. It'd be so dark.
Yeah, man. That
would be the darkest Star Wars movie. This is actually looking like a pretty dark Star Wars movie.
No, I think this is one of the darker Star Wars movies by far. Yeah. I think it's a gritty war movie. That's all I want. That's all I need. That's all it better be.
That's exactly what I want. Just a gritty war movie.
Yeah.
So, if you can give it to us.
Give it to us.
Anyway, what do you think that third anthology movie is going to be? Yoda?
Obi-Wan, probably.
I hope Obi-Wan.
But
the internet's talking.
Based on what we heard last week, it's probably not Obi-Wan, if that's a credible source. Or maybe they, like how I kind of think that guy kind of got placed in there by Disney just to get a reaction from people. I think people want Obi-Wan. And I think Ewan McGregor is a great fucking... Like, he's the right age still. Like, there's no reason.
He's absolutely the right age.
And he's super down.
He's aging with the Star Wars universe.
That's why it's great. If not, maybe like a Knights of Ren thing, if we don't get that in the main line. Like, if there's more of like an anthology to that.
Oh, maybe they do anthology fun. Like of somewhere that's not between 3 and 4?
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, by the time that third anthology film comes out, 9 will have already been released, right?
Yeah. It's like the same year, either the year before.
It's give or take.
Either way, there won't be another thing before. But if it's after, then there's no reason why they can't go back and fill in some stuff from these characters.
That's true. That's true. And you know they just
something
can't.
After 6, but before going. 7 would be cool. Or even like I really kind of just wanted a Knights of the Old Republic thing, but that would be. Like
that's
cool
got to be a long
Game
series.
of Thrones, like Netflix series.
Yeah, exactly. That would have to be a series.
I don't know. Just depends on what they go, what direction they take it.
Right on. Well, let's talk about some returning characters. We've got Vader. We know he's going to be in there a little bit. We've seen him.
Someone get that guy a fucking inhaler.
Can we get that sound effect again? Not sure how much he's going to be involved in the... I'm not sure how much he's going to be involved in this movie since the point of the anthology films is to tell stories outside of the Skywalker clan.
True.
But we know he is going to be in the movie a little bit.
You have to if it's set in this area.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're literally stealing plans for his super weapon, so...
Definitely.
He's got to be in there. I mean, like, clearly we've seen him in one of the trailers.
I just want to see a fast-moving Vader.
That would be cool.
Fast-moving Vader.
That would be really awesome.
The crippled man.
Mon Mothma, Genevieve O'Reilly will be back, reprising her role from episode 3 as the leader of the rebel forces.
Yeah.
Ooh, yay. You don't give a fuck, do
Not
you?
really. And just whatever.
It was
I
a
thought
tiny.
it was a cool nod, but it was just like
No, it's like it's really cool that she's back.
she's
like,
just lucky.
that she gets the opportunity to do that. But they
Yeah.
literally could have put anybody in that character role.
I know.
So, but that's kind of cool. That I mean, it's like for super geeks, and I don't mean geek in any derogatory way, but for anyone who is about to get offended by that, geek is a good thing to me.
Who you calling geek?
In my opinion, if you're a geek or a nerd or if you're a geek or a nerd about something, I respect the shit out of that. So going forward, this is for the Star Wars geeks who are like, dude, they really got the same, like, she's back, like, they could have got anyone, but they did it, like that. Like, people will appreciate that, so that's kind of cool. This character actually was first introduced in episode 6, though, and was played by Caroline Blackiston.
Yeah.
So
She's too old.
yeah, absolutely. There's no way she could reprise that role.
The idea of that
like, go back
is
in time.
hilarious.
Other characters we got coming back: Bail Organa. He's the senator who saw the clones killing the young Padawans in episode 3 after Order 66. He adopted Leia after Padme died when Ben kind of just took Luke out to the desert and gave him to a desert family. Leia got to go with Bail Organa to a rich planet like Alderaan.
Yeah.
I think Luke kind of got the short end of that stick.
Definitely did. Definitely did get the
Jimmy
shit end of
Smits is
that
going to be
stick.
reprising his role from episode 3. And I think episode 2 as well. So that's cool. Again, I don't think this one they probably could have got another actor to play the role, maybe someone who looks older. But I think it is pretty cool this time that Jimmy Smits is coming back because his character was a lot bigger than Mon Mothma.
I would agree with that.
So, Saw Gerrera, this one I'm pretty stoked on because I was a huge fan of the Clone Wars TV show.
Yeah, this is one I can't really talk about. It's just kind of...
Okay, that's fair. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
Saw Gerrera was a character in the Clone Wars season 5. He wasn't really aligned with the Rebel forces, if I remember correctly. He was more of defending his home planet. Really brave, really outspoken, really like just jumping right into action. Like, I'm down, I will do this, and I'll die for whatever I believe in. Like, he was down with it.
Hell yeah.
His sister was the more like she had all the same qualities, but she would think a little bit more before she acted. So that was pretty cool. I don't remember if there was anything that happened to either of them. I don't think there was any closure for those characters at the end of the Clone Wars, so I think it's kind of cool that they're bringing him into... And Forrest Whitaker playing Saw Gerrera. Like, oh my god. If you've seen the Clone Wars, Forrest Whitaker is perfect to take over as Saw Gerrera, because you know, after a guy like that, after being through the Clone Wars and going into the Galactic Civil War, this dude's seen some stuff. And some things. Like, he's messed up in the head, and Forrest Whitaker's the perfect actor to play a person that has some issues like that. I mean, he's done characters like that before, like The Air I Breathe. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Oh man, that's another good one. All these movies that I keep mentioning throughout this episode, all you people listening, you need to listen. You need to go watch all these movies. They're great. And go watch the Clone Wars. Find it on Netflix. Every episode is there. Then Google the correct order to watch each episode, because if you go season 1, episode 1 through 20, all in order like that, like every other TV show, the episodes don't make sense. I don't know why they were released that way. Not the point. Saw Gerrera, back to him. Forrest Whitaker, perfect. He's seen some stuff. Like I said, he's messed up in the head, and I think Forrest Whitaker can really embody that character. He's capturing the worn, tired badass, and that's kind of cool because that's what Saw is gonna become. Like if you've seen the Clone Wars, you know that's what Saw becomes after seeing that shit. He's clearly aged. He's seen some things. I think he's broken. It looked like Forrest Whitaker's character was broken in the trailers. Would you agree with that?
I would.
So, I'm excited on that one. No John Williams in the Rogue One movie. He was not involved with this at all, from what I heard.
So Giacchino's doing it.
Do you think that they're going to give them the rights to use... Bum, 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 bum,
It's not a rights issue. Why would it be a rights issue?
I don't know. I don't know how the rights work. So
I mean, Star Wars just owns it. It's just it's like they could use anything if they wanted to.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if John Williams had
no.
the creative right to it.
He's hired by them.
That's cool then. But do you think they'll use that? Because from what I understand, there's also no opening crawl.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably. I haven't really thought about it. That the theme music and the opening crawl, I don't really care about that being missing. No, I don't think it's like a first for Star Wars, but there's also a first for Star Wars by default. So
exactly. I was gonna say that. Like, I think if they're gonna take the opening crawl out, this is the movie to do it.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's a first for Star Wars. It's a first for Star Wars. So,
correct.
And by that logic, I think it'd be totally fine if they didn't use that classic theme music. If they had some completely unrelated songs in the background of this movie, what if they didn't even make music as important to the film as they did in the previous ones?
I mean, as long as it's a good movie.
You're like, yeah, fuck it, dude. I mean, like,
it's
it's not about the music, motherfucker.
We're so close that like any speculation at this point is just like, meh. I just want to see the movie. And I just hope it's good.
Just stop talking about it, Kyle.
No, that's not what I mean.
No, I'm
I'm
with you, dude. I want to see it so bad already. Like, it's 10 days away for us.
Yeah.
So let's get into the next segment. I think we've got a little bit of time left. No, not that. We'll skip this for now. I mean, actually, I'll do it real quick. I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
I just pick one, and then I'll do the box office picks, and then we'll get on out of here.
Yeah. So at the beginning of each month, I want to try and do a thing called Actor Spotlight. We're going to just talk about an actor we like. This month, I figured since it's the first one, and he just passed away this year, Anton Yelchin, he was one of my favorite actors of this new generation of actors. This dude, literally, almost every character he played, I felt some kind of like connection deeply to those characters, and I think maybe it could have been just because he was around my age, but regardless, go watch any Anton Yelchin movie and tell me it's not a good one. Well, not all of them, but here, let me give you my top 5.
I was like, even the ones that you listed, they're not all good.
Yeah, they're not all good movies.
He's good enough.
These are my top 5 of them.
Call them necessarily good movies.
Well, Charlie Bartlett was great.
Yeah,
I love that one. Alpha Dog was great.
It's not a good movie though.
Which one?
Never mind.
Either.
Never mind. Just go.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Charlie Bartlett, Alpha Dog, Fierce People. Odd Thomas is definitely the most questionable on this list. New York, I Love You. Go watch those movies and enjoy Anton Yelchin in them. I mean, if you want to go for the easy one, go watch Star Trek or go watch Charlie Bartlett for sure, but
he's just good in Star Trek, though. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's the Anton Yelchin performance that you go to, I'll just throw those in there. Star Trek, even the most recent one, Beyond, he was really good in that.
He had a very smaller part in that one as compared to the first two.
Very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's very, very good.
No, Anton Yelchin, he did embody every character.
Yeah, 100%.
It's because he was a nerd about it. I watched him in an interview once, and he was just like they're asking him, why were you, what did you think when they asked you to play Chekhov? And he was like, oh, I was so stoked, man. I mean, like, I just love it because he's so weird, and I just love playing weird characters, like weird people. That's me. I was like, dude, I dig that shit. That's so rad.
That's great.
Anyway, let's get into the movies coming out this weekend, and let's get into the predictions.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm trying to find a list of some shits that's coming out.
Oh, Fandango should have it.
Yeah, but that list is super weird too.
That's true. Off the top of my head, I know of Office Christmas Party. That's coming out. That's the big comedy this year.
I got it right here. December 9th, we got The Bounce Back, Office Christmas Party, La La Land, and Miss Sloane.
Okay, my pick, if
La La
I'm
Land
telling
has a
you...
limited release of 5 theaters.
That is true. La La Land will be released bigger later, so
maybe.
My pick.
I mean, hopefully.
I'm not gonna pick that one. When that one gets released fully, if it does, that will be my pick because from what I hear, that's like one of the best movies this year, and it's a throwback to an old genre of movie making. It's a musical, and it's the classic kind of musical, like Like, it looked a lot like Singing in the Rain to me.
Yeah.
So when that comes out, I will
And it's
say
by
go
the same
watch
guy
it.
who directed Whiplash, so
Yeah.
that's nothing to sneeze at
Yeah, exactly.
at all.
But my pick this week, go watch Miss Sloane. Because I already know you're going to watch Office Christmas Party, because everybody is going to. But go watch Miss Sloane. That one looked like a really good political drama. People might get like a different perspective on politics and shit.
Nice. Yeah, I guess my pick is I go see Arrival. But
Keep giving Arrival your money.
between the new releases, probably I'll just go, if he's picking La La Land, or you pick Miss Sloane, so I'll pick La La Land. That's probably going to be our Oscar
If you're
contender.
near one of the 5 theaters.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not my
Well,
fault.
we're pretty close to Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and you know one of those theaters is in Los Angeles.
Oh, 100%.
So you are close to that theater. You know what? Go see La La Land.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it anyway. You're gonna get your heart lifted up. You're
Even
gonna.
if you can't see it this weekend, I'm just saying, just go see it. That's just my pick for the new releases of this week. Cause
Oh,
I
that's a
don't know
good
if we'll
point.
talk about it again.
Good
so
point, good
That's
point.
a movie that we should definitely have on our picks, regardless.
Right.
Fuck, new releases, man. Or
Predictions?
yeah, predictions. Sorry. I guess Office Christmas Party at 1, Moana 2. See, I'm thinking Fantastic Beasts for sure. Like, it's a no-brainer, but yeah. So Office Christmas Party 1, Moana 2. Even though I still feel like Moana could make more money. See, what did Office Christmas Party cost? That's the problem. And what is it looking like? You know, like
I mean, it looks funny as hell.
yeah, but I haven't heard about it up until this point.
Yeah, I know. I haven't heard much
You know
about
what I
it.
mean? So it's just one of those movies that just looks like
Like,
the
I'm
shit
literally
out.
seeing trailers online for it today.
That's what I'm saying.
And I
heard
fucking
about it
make
this
my
morning on
Facebook
Movie
look
Talk.
like a movie podcast.
Yeah.
So, well, it is, but I gear my Facebook around movies, and I'm only seeing stuff today.
There's no reviews, so it's probably bad. It's probably really bad. But are people gullible enough to go see a Christmas comedy?
Absolutely. They're
Yeah.
gullible enough to keep going to see Paranormal Activity movies.
True.
They made a movie called Paranormal Whacktivity, and people are still going to see these movies.
True.
We're at that point. We know they're not good.
This isn't a good movie.
But it has Jennifer Aniston, it has Jason Bateman, it has
True.
TJ
All right.
Miller, and it
All
has Olivia Munn.
Office Christmas Party 1, Moana 2, 3 is Fantastic Beasts, 4 Arrival, 5.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if Allied has another week in it. Fuck you guys making me do this. And by you guys, I mean me. See, I almost want to... No, okay, yeah, shut the fuck up. Allied 5.
Okay. After making that hardcore argument for Office Party, I'm going to say Moana 1,
No, nice.
Office Christmas Party 2. No, Moana 1, Fantastic Beasts 2. I think they hold their places.
Okay.
Office Christmas Party 3. No, shit. Moana's going to stay at 1. Office Christmas Party will 2. Fantastic Beasts is only at 18 this week, and they're only going to go down, so they're going to be 3.
If Office Christmas Party, just for the record, my friends, if that is not number 1, my whole list is fucked. That is all.
Yeah, so Moana 1, Office Christmas Party 2, Fantastic Beast 3, Arrival 4, and maybe I don't know what's going to take that 5 spot. I want to say Doctor Strange
I do
because
too.
intuitively it makes sense, but I think,
I went with Allied.
honestly, I think Allied,
Nice.
yeah, Allied 5.
Well, there you go. We'll see. And then our whole little league where we keep track of points and see who is actually the best at this is going to start 2017. So you're going down, Kyle. Consider this the preseason, my friend.
We'll see. We'll see. Winner takes what?
All. Oh. No, that's not what you're going for. I was just saying winner takes
all.
Winner takes the trophy that we're gonna call the all.
Okay.
After this terrible blonde moment that I just had.
That works for me.
Jesus Christ.
Winner takes trophy all.
Winner takes what? All. Hey. All right. My name's Garrett at Yogurt on Twitter. YOGRRTT. You can find me on concertrotation.com doing a bunch of rambunctious shit. SoundCloud.com/concertrotation. New Intertation compilations every single fucking Monday. We ain't missing. We just had our 1 year anniversary. Literally number 52 went live this week. That is 52 weeks in a year, 52 weeks of music. Not missing a beat except for Christmas last year. Took a break off and then I got dumped and I was like super sad. So I took another little week off. But that's into the personal life.
What a sad sign off.
Yeah, dog. If you're a woman in my area, let me know how my Tinder profile is looking. But if you are not a woman in my area, thank you for listening to my podcast. And if you are a woman in my area, sorry. Thank you for listening to our podcast. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got going on. That and just dried tears on my laptop. How about you, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm Kyle. You can find me on Facebook at After the Previews. Keeping everything going there. I'm trying to move everything over to constantrotation.com and
it's a process.
Get our blog moving there, but it takes time. Everything got to learn things.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're all self-taught.
So, point is, go check out Facebook. Everything that we're talking about, we're gonna have it on there, plus more. We'll try to get everything else. I don't know what you guys want me to talk about because you haven't said anything to me yet about it. Well, some people have. God, this is a sloppy sign off. Doesn't matter. This has been After the Previews, episode 15. Please shut off your cell phone.
Bit.